Hi everyone, and welcome to week 7's video. I can't believe we're already wrapping up this first class for you of this group. It has just been a pleasure working with you guys. I appreciate all the hard work that you've been putting into this, and I really look forward to the feedback that I'm going to get from you. Towards the end of week 7, I will be sending out some kind of survey. I don't know if I'll use the tool that we already have here at Goshen College or if I'll try and turn this into a survey monkey. But I'll send something out to you trying to gather information on how this is going for you guys now that you've completed your first class. Like I said, it's just been a joy working with you all, and I know you will enjoy working with Erica Peterson-Beach as well. We've been working together on creating some videos for her, and so hopefully she'll have some videos for you to be able to watch and get to know her as well. But without further ado, let's jump into what is due here for week 7. Week 7, we are going to be looking at the future of nursing. We know that healthcare is just a rapidly changing environment, and somebody once said, I think it might have even been Florence Nightingale, that if you're not changing, you are becoming antiquated and falling out of date. And so again, part of being in this program is that we're all continuing to do research and look at things that interest us within the field of nursing. And to wrap this segment up, we are going to be looking a little bit as to how nurses advocate for change on behalf of patients, on behalf of communities. You last week did some work for me on the scarcity of resources and how we look at allocating healthcare resources and the importance of that. And this week we're going to look a little bit at lobbying and what it means to become a part of the legal system of really helping to work on the behalf of our patients. I want you to be thinking about these questions as you do the assignments this week. What issues do nurses face, and how will they change in the future? Again, you read Weserick and looked at how they were thinking nursing would change going into the new millennium. How do you hope that nursing changes here in the future? How or in what forums, what kind of action is appropriate for nurses to take in lobbying or advocating for the care of their patients? And then what are barriers that we as healthcare providers experience in being able to do that lobbying? Perhaps it's simply that we're unfamiliar with the healthcare system of really knowing how the bills and so on that the legal system kind of creates. There's always healthcare bills being put in front of our senators and representatives, but perhaps it's that we as healthcare providers don't know how to do that lobbying piece. And so that's what we're going to look at a little bit this week. The first assignment that I have for you this week, you are to start searching the internet. I want you to find bills that your current legislators, and we're at a good time of the year right now, I think, as far as finding bills that would be in the state of Michigan or the state of Indiana. So I want you to look at your state's website and see if you can find bills that are current bills that have anything to do with healthcare. I want you to pick one bill that is being looked at currently. That can either be in the House or the Senate. I don't care. Pick one healthcare bill. I want you to read it, and I want you to make an initial post on Wednesday of kind of how you're feeling about it, what your position is. Would you be in favor of supporting this bill, or would you be against it, and why? So that's your first assignment for week 7, is to do a little bit of internet research, find a bill, and state whether you're for or against it. Then by Friday, similar to what we have been doing, I need you to reply to the posts of 2 of your peers. In your post, I would like you to pose some kind of question, something that's unclear to you about what the bill is asking for. Let's see. And then by Friday of this week, we're going to use that same bill. So again, I'm not asking you to do more work. By Friday of that week, the bill that you found for Wednesday's assignment, I want you to relook at. And I want you to write a short paper outlining the ethical implications if the bill would pass. Or what if the bill doesn't pass? I want you to look at this issue from an ethical viewpoint, and how does that impact your stance? Or does it have any impact on it? Again, we've been trying to embed throughout this course, looking at some ideas of ethical principles and ethical frameworks of how we go about looking at issues within nursing. So look at this bill that you've picked. What are the ethical implications if this bill passes into law? Will many people benefit from it? Will only few benefit from it? Is it going to cost us a lot of money? Look at it and kind of tell me what the implications are if it passes, or what the implications are if it doesn't pass. So 2 paragraphs. If it passes, these are the implications. If it doesn't pass, these are the implications. And then I want you to, again in that paper, yeah, this is only 2 or 3 paragraphs. I shouldn't be calling it a paper. It's just a short paper or short kind of little discussion on, from an ethical perspective, how does this bill impact the people in the state of Michigan or the state of Indiana. Then the last assignment for this class is your issues paper. I hope you have been kind of keeping this in the back of your mind all along. If not, you've got a little bit of work to do. So for your issues paper, you were to have picked an issue a few weeks ago that you were going to do some research on. And this is, I think, a good learning lesson for me. And this kind of crept up on me too of, oh, I should have given you a reminder about this. But your last assignment for this class is to complete the research on an issue in nursing that you had picked and examine why it's relevant to current healthcare delivery. I wanted you to describe the topic and why it is relevant to the field of nursing. That should be an introductory paragraph. You need to articulate the history and the significant background of this issue. When did this issue come into being? What do I need to know to read your paper and be informed on this issue? I need you to articulate who would be in support of this issue, and are there people that would be against it? Sometimes it's hard to create an opposing argument. You may be able to say the Critical Care Association supports safe staffing because it's found that it benefits our patients and everybody gets better care when staffing is done adequately. You may not be able to find a specific organization that's posting anything in the way of a journal article or anything saying, I'm against safe staffing, but you could make the argument that perhaps hospitals might be against safe staffing because it would cost them extra money, or whatever the case may be. So you're trying to present, again, kind of an argument here with your issue of who is in favor of your issue and who is against your issue. When you're talking about who's in favor, especially, I would like you to find healthcare organizations that are in support of that. Whether that's a local health association or national associations, or your specific nursing association that's a critical care or emergency department or something related to geriatrics. Again, try and find actual organizations that have a stance on your issue. What positive or negative impact has your issue had on the profession of nursing? Then I want you to end with your personal viewpoint. I would like you to give 2 suggestions of how you would suggest nursing as a profession deals with this particular issue. Having done this research, it is my stance that safe staffing can best be accomplished through A and B. And then you are to provide a conclusion summary paragraph where you're putting all those points together. This paper is supposed to be 4 to 6 pages long. written in APA style. So this is where it's really important that you get your title page correct and the body of your paper. You can use headings. That never hurts to use headings to kind of help me see what things you're talking about. Make sure that your references are done nicely. And then lastly, there is a rubric for 7C, so you can open up that grading rubric and really look to see how I'm going to approach grading it, of what content areas I'm really looking for. So make sure you use that rubric to complete this assignment. As always, if you have any questions for me, you just shoot me an email or give me a call. It has just been a tremendous pleasure doing this online course with you guys. Again, I will post an announcement as I send out that survey, and we'll look forward to getting your feedback on how you feel the class has gone. All right, take care. Bye.